Welcome to the Future of Finance interviews. Today, Dominic Hobson will interview David Barry, the Global Head of Hedge Fund Products at Apex Group.
Hello, I'm Dominic Hobson, co-founder of Future of Finance. My guest today is David Barry, Global Head of Hedge Fund Products at Apex Group, which provides third-party fund administration, management company, custody and banking services to alternative asset managers and family offices. In our recent webinar on the future of fund accounting, David mentioned a number of areas in which Apex is using new technologies, and we wanted to catch up with him again to understand more about how the firm is using these technologies to not just improve operational efficiency, but actually enhance service capabilities. Now, David, pressure from inside the company from its shareholders to cut costs and automate processes and data flows is doubtless a continuous process. But do you also experience pressure coming from your clients to adopt new technologies?
Hi, Dominic. To be honest, we really don't see any pressure coming from our clients. And we generally work with our clients when we're adopting or implementing new technologies. However, I do think there is a certain level of expectation that as one of the top global fund administrators in the world, we are utilizing market leading technologies to deliver our products to our clients across all segments. Personally, I believe that this is one of Apex's unique selling points. Partly through our strategic acquisition drive over the last number of years, our clients now have access to the broadest set of technology and product range in the industry. So very much working very closely with our clients on their requirements and demands. But in general, we don't see too much pressure.
They leave the technology choices up to you, really. But let's talk about some specific technologies. Have you found ways to use artificial intelligence and machine learning, AI, in your work, day-to-day work?
Yeah, as a group, we're always looking to use technology, whether it's blockchain, AI, or machine learning, to improve our processes, efficiencies, and to allow us better manage our data. To give some examples, we're using AI across a number of processes, such as data or document scanning, and most recently with a launch of our digital bank account opening portal to verify documents that have been uploaded through the portal. So particularly in the digital bank account opening process, AI has really contributed to allow us and our clients the ability to open a bank account within days rather than weeks. So AI has been a big part of helping us achieve efficiencies and deliver a better product to the client.
Blockchain, you found ways to use blockchain as well?
Yeah, as we discussed during the webinar, to date, we really haven't seen the levels of disruption that we thought blockchain would bring to the funds industry. However, we are seeing numerous product initiatives being launched across the industry that are incorporating blockchain in some shape or form. Apex are no exception to this. We are working with Triple Point Liquidity to deliver a digital investor stroke LP onboarding portal, which we are looking, when you look under the hood, Triple Point are using blockchain technology to initially store the LP data and creating somewhat of a digital identity for that investor before then transferring it through the blockchain to Apex to verify. So as an organization, we're not using it directly, but certainly through the vendors that we are working with, they are certainly utilizing blockchain technology.
Digital ID presumably means the next time that investor needs to be onboarded, the process is more efficient. Is that right?
100%, particularly for Apex clients. We can utilize that verification because we've done it as a group. And should that LP or investor invest in another fund that Apex administrates, all our P's and Q's and AML and KYC checks have been done. So certainly will improve efficiencies and a better experience for the LP or investor.
Well, it's a powerful selling point for you. Now, investor onboarding is obviously something you have to do. You've been doing it for a while and you're always looking to make it more efficient. But what about new service capabilities, what are you able to do using technology now that you couldn't do before?
I suppose.
Does it make things cheaper, for example? Or obviously does that, but does it also enable you to develop entirely new service capabilities?
Yeah, I'm not. I think on the point, and I raised this, I think before, is that I'm not sure it makes it cheaper. Organizations, particularly like Apex, invest heavily in technology, which can be extremely costly to maintain. Not to mention the hosting element, and obviously cybersecurity is a huge threat at the moment, particularly in this environment, and always has been. So technology itself is obviously quite expensive to maintain, but a necessity for the organization. There is no doubt, Dominic, that the right technology can certainly improve processes and efficiency across an organization. To talk a little bit on new services, I'm amazed to see how technology has evolved over the number of years. We've seen a lot of emergence of what we call reg tech firms and fintech firms, all launching new products in the market based on improved and state-of-the-art technology. So certainly technology has helped a new products being launched in the market, 100%, but has also helped automate and redefine current, maybe old legacy processes to give just an overall better experience to the client and to us as an organization.
Interesting point about it not making things necessarily cheaper. We tend to forget that these things are not just built and then run themselves; they have to be maintained as well. So it's a point well worth making. Data. We hear a lot about data, but the problem seems to be the data is never in quite the right shape to be put through the AI or machine learning tool. To what extent is data format, data quality an obstacle to automation in your business?
Yeah, data, big data is a huge topic that all organizations face. And I suppose, I think given the amount of data we collect, consume across multiple sources and formats, data management and integration has always been a challenge for global organizations. I think when it comes to data quality, the old expression, still stands. Garbage in, garbage out. So it's important that that we're managing our data correctly, that it's enriched and clean before ever put it into our system. However, I feel technology has allowed us to become a lot more sophisticated and savvy in how we process and analyze that data. Most software and data management tools nowadays has to have the ability to capture data in any format. So format of data really shouldn't be, in this day, shouldn't really be an obstacle to automation.
That's another story I hadn't expected to hear, but at least it's an encouraging one, by comparison with discovering that technology doesn't always make things less expensive. Tell me more about this. What new, as opposed to improved services, have you actually been able to develop out of your ability to capture data and use technology to process it?
I think this is a great question to finish on. I know this is our last question, and it's perfect timing in terms of we've just launched our new ESG rating and investment service. The main driver behind this service is obviously data. ESG, as we all know, is an extremely hot topic amongst boards, employees, investors, and portfolio managers. Our ESG portal collects over 300 plus quality data points across companies, across portfolios, which are verified to ensure integrity and accuracy of that data versus, against international respected standards. So through the ability to capture these data points, it allows us to provide a kind of end-to-end solution for the entire ESG journey, which we really couldn't do without the use of technology. with the use of technology, we can scope it, we can analyze it better, we can benchmark it, we can report on that data, and we can provide an advisory service around that data. So I think if anybody hasn't seen the video that we've developed and the portal itself, please do reach out to our website to look at any of the services and applications that Apex are adopting in delivering our service to our clients.
Well, I'm sure that many of our viewers will do exactly that. David Barry, thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Dominic.